San Antonio, Texas, and the Alamo Dome. What a matchup we have today. Momentum has been building each and every week, and now these two undefeated teams will square off. It's the USF Bulls and the UTSA Roadrunners. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, I caught up with the Roadrunners head coach before the game. This could be one of their most important games of the year. With both teams undefeated, this game is a separator. As the college football playoff looms near, they have to separate and prove they are one of the best teams in the country. They have a chance to do that here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. San Antonio, Texas, and the Alamo Dome. Today, a showdown between a pair of undefeated giants in a game that should have long-lasting implications. It's the USF Bulls and the UTSA Roadrunners. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Checking in with the Roadrunners head coach. He understands the importance of this game as a separator in the conference standings. With both teams undefeated, some games under their belt, this will be a great test for his team to see if they are on track to make it to the conference championship. He wants their total focus, their total composure, and their total attention today in this crucial conference matchup. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Roadrunners will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
The Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. On play action. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And this offense comes out first down, tries to run the football. No answer. Second down, they go for the pass. They give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with two great plays.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Out wide right, it's Sullivan. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots and zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following me, running with me. This must be zone coverage. Where can I post up and make this easy for my quarterback? He finds that spot. It's a nice game by the offense.
And the Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Van Buren.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And, man, this is exactly what you want as a play caller. You want to get your quarterback settled, give him some bunnies early to make some plays so he's feeling bulletproof. 4 for 4 to start the game. Yes, please. Offensive coordinator Jesse, I'm giving him an A+ so far for checking those boxes.
Well, he's done a good job getting his quarterback prepped for this one, too, because watching this guy throw the ball, he's making quick decisions, and he's throwing the ball with a lot of conviction. You can tell this guy watched a lot of film. He has the answers to the test early in this game.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Second and long here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Isaac. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Wants to throw on third down. Right side, it's Sullivan. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. And the Bulls want to move quickly. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this second and goal. Quick catch. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. From deep, it's Anderson. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Dropping back, it's McCown. Under pressure. Finds a man in the middle. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Trying to move them on the counter. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route run. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
Keeps it himself. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's fourth and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Picked off! What a play by this defense! Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Talking to coaches coming into this football game, He said he's got to keep his quarterback upright, got to protect him. If they give him time, he can do some damage. But so far, man, he's been hit early. He's been hit often. They've got to do a better job of protection up front.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The Bulls in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it's incomplete on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Bulls use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab past the marker. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Caught, and he's got room. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with the first down. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. And that just drives you crazy as an offense to get down there, get that 1st and goal, and you got to back up and make it a little harder. And off from the shotgun. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, 1st and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. To throw, it's Van Buren. Big guy smells it, and he will take it in. Touchdown, South Florida. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun, it's Henderson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double-team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. To the air, it's McCown. Looking for a deep man. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And you just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And they'll just down it right there.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just great.
The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, it's been a tough day for this defense so far, guys, especially against the pass. They haven't been able to force that many incompletions. They've already allowed 2 TD passes. They need more plays like that, and they got to be able to put it back-to-back to gain some confidence defensively.
Long way to go on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Sullivan. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. RPO complete. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Van Buren.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never gonna be a cornerback. That's not gonna happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm gonna go attack and make some plays.
Drives inside. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Defense all over him.
Well, times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Offense on its way out there to open this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive. Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Driving forward, it's Isaac. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. So after that false start, now instead of second and short, you've got second and 8. Drops back. It's Van Buren. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's second and 6. They give it back to him. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Can't get him to the ground. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And so far early in this game, and you got to be impressed with this defense and the physicality and then stopping the run. You could tell it's a priority for this defense. They're up there. They're close to the line of scrimmage. The ground game right now not going, and the defense is dialed in on it.
And it's the Roadrunners line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. This USF offense will open this drive right here. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Sullivan. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Quick handoff. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Run inside. It's Collins. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
Booster!
Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. And the Bulls line it up with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Van Buren. Moving out to the right. The defense sort of hurts this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. Trying to save time on defense, they used their 2nd timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. He wants to throw it. Buying time to his right. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Wants to throw on first. In traffic, it's Campbell. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stop for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking downfield, it's McCown. Throws to the tight end. Sure hands, it's Campbell. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The Roadrunners headed quickly to the line. Drops back on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Rush is on. Got the first down. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. Into the house. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. He wants to go deep. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with a look at the Kennesaw State Owls taking on the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. And it's the Owls who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. The victory gets this team to 4-2. It has not been a perfect start, but they are right in position entering the second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Conference USA.
UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Looking downfield, it's McCown. Fires to the middle. Wilson open on the right side. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, the Roadrunners! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll bring it out. It's Alexis. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds across the 15 at the 16. That's a solid pickup on that one. Second down, gonna throw it. He'll throw it. Between the hashes, it's Isaac. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Extending the play. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. Catch in the middle, it's Rodgers. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third and long, trying to convert through the air. Fires to the wideout. And the misconnection on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Punt is on its way. Trying to make one miss. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. UTSA taking over and the offense heads out to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Grabbed in the middle, it's Hardy. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running inside, it's Henderson.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Looking downfield, it's McCown. Oh, pressure's coming. He'll pull it down. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
And the Roadrunners are marching down the field. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Running behind that left side. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. One guy, two guy, three guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Look out! And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nab them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Pulls it and fires to the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
And it's the Roadrunners have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Looking to throw, it's McCown. They're all over him. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. He's changing the play. On third and goal, they'll throw it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. He'll set up to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. And the Bulls racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Finds Zach Freese, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, UTSA! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Van Buren. Out wide right. It's Isaac. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Right side, it's Isaac. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Looking for the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going forward in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
Fires on the move. Open on the right side, that's Smith. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. And the Bulls, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. One final quarter to play, and a W in the win column at stake as we open the 4th. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. With the run on 1st and goal. Nowhere to go. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Left side is Isaac. Touchdown, Bulls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The officials will stop play as the training staff comes out to look at this injured Bull. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Second down to the air. Rush right in his face. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. What a job to lay out and make the catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
Dropping back, it's McCown. Way off target there. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
3rd and long coming up. Just keeps slinging it. Under pressure. Has to throw it away on 3rd down.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
Wait just a second. They're going to go for it here, and man, if they don't get it, it brings losing into the equation. The Bulls use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Roadrunners will line up to punt it away. Catches it at the 15. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Scanning the field, it's Van Buren. Rushes on. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Bulls are in the hurry-up.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Lining up to convert 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight, it's close, tied here in the 4th quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have made.
The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. So the big turnover, the interception, setting up this offense in a tie game with a chance to drive for the go-ahead score. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Second and long here. Quick give. It's Henderson. Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Motion from the wideout. Powers through the defender. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Sets his feet. It's McCown. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Oh, the big fella running to glory. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
You got to give the defense credit here, David. I mean, this has been a hard-fought game. A lot of these guys have played tons of snap. Yeah, they're all out there and they're exhausted and they're tired, but they are still fighting and they're able to come away with that takeaway.
And an unbelievable takeaway because of the time in the game. This is a tie game late in the ball game. My team needs a takeaway. We need to do something. Otherwise, they're going to milk this.
Snags it, and there's running room. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. And the Bulls want to crank the tempo. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got his man. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Both of these teams off to great starts this season, trying to announce themselves as contenders, and only one can remain undefeated. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
This quarterback has thrown a lot of picks. I don't know if he's just not seeing the field right or he's just trying to force too many throws. That should have been number 4 right there, but the defender dropped it.
Two somewhat unexpected, undefeated teams, and only one will stay that way here in the final few moments. This is a designed run. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge touchdown Bulls. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found. He stopped at the 23. To the air, it's McCown. Out wide right, it's Henderson. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Wants to throw one first. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Making the adjustment on the play. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Oh, pressure's coming. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
Wants to throw it. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
On 4th. Stop short of the marker. And they stop for this defense, and they get the ball back. This USF offense will open this drive right here. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the 4th quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Straight ahead, it's Rodgers. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Good enough for a 1st down.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to pass. It's Van Buren. Out wide left, it's Isaac. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. The Bulls have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Trying to get the corner. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And I'd say, well, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long, but in a big spot in the 4th quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the 1st down.
And a chance perhaps to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. Tough run here. It's Collins. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Hands it off. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented, nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.